I'm about to stack a few million, been been working 25, 25. All by myself, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'ma make it cause I made the handle pressure. Niggas hating, but I made the handle pressure. About to stack a few million, been working 25, 25. All by myself, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I'ma make it cause I made the handle pressure. Niggas hating, but I made the handle pressure.
See, they'll never get to me, and I don't give a damn. I'm out here trying to make history. You was dissing me, now you all on my dick and wanna collab with a nigga, but don't say shit to me. Can't deal with the fake, the grass be covered in snakes. I can't expect a bitch nigga to ever be real if it's not in his family trade. Swimming infinity pools, we chillin'. Niggas will pay for the mood I'm feeling. And for my people like Kaepernick kneeling, like Brown in Miami, don't make me a villain. Wow, I'm ready and willing to do what I gotta do just to go make me a killing. Watching for vultures and biters who jockin' my trip, cause you know how these niggas be stealing. I see they wanna compete with me, and they wanna beef. I want them to eat with me, on their hands and they feet with me. We grinding for real, I know it makes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sirski.
Yes, sirski. Oh shit,
man. Listen, dog. I'm glad we on board with the shades now.
I'm mad these shades been sitting up here for 4 episodes, and I could have been on board with you.
They just been sitting there chilling. Second of all, welcome to another episode of the Don't Cancel Me podcast, man. We inching closer and closer to 100. Closer and closer to 100. I'm hyped about that. But as always, I'm Vino Flight.
I'm Petrie Perfect.
And we appreciate y'all being tuned in yet again for another Tuesday. Thank you for giving us your time on this Tuesday. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. And we appreciate that. I got that from Jay-Z. Not the blind leading the blind again.
Yeah, they already starting with us now. Jay Horn talking about fire intro like he
I don't even have anything to say. I don't even want to say anything for how I'm still upset with how bad I got cooked on the first draft. Even though I redeemed myself, I'm still upset with how bad I got cooked.
And the crazy thing is that I was gonna do another draft today. I just couldn't fit it into the show. So maybe next week we'll come back with a draft. So together we'll text throughout the week. We'll come up with what we want to do. It could be random, but I was trying to fit a draft into this show because I was thinking about that the day I was talking to somebody at work because I was telling them we were talking about R&B songs and what was the top one. And I was letting them know about our draft and how you took Can We Talk, and then the chat didn't like. Yeah, so I was like, I need to clip that part so I can send it over to them so that they can watch it. But I was like, man, we need to do another draft. So next week, yeah, we'll make sure we do a draft. Y'all have any suggestions for a draft, drop it in the comments tonight, or leave a comment on the video afterwards so we can see. We got Big Ant in the chat, and got some music dropping next to what's August 13th. I think it was August. And correct me if I'm wrong, August 13th. And got some new music that's debuting. So maybe we can play it on the if that's Tuesday, right? Is that next Tuesday?
Next what day?
I think the
13th. Yeah, that's Tuesday.
So we'll debut this song on the channel if that's okay with him. I know he probably would love that.
Yeah, I hope it's okay with him too.
We want to show love to everybody that's out there doing big things. So shout out to you, and I'll get with you on that, bro. So that way we can get that going. I know my boy love music like Jay Horn, and he's doing some stuff too. So Air Jordans, we're already getting some good draft. I'm not a tennis shoe person, so. But I know my Jordan numbers. I know 1 through
I might get cooked. I might get cooked for this.
You might get cooked. I see your closet.
No, I'm saying like, well, yeah, you see my closet, but I might get cooked. You feel me? Like on like which Jordans I prefer. I mean, we honestly since we're here, we honestly could just run through it real quick.
So you want to do a quick draft? Is what you saying?
We can do a quick draft.
How many rounds?
We can do our standard 5. We can do 5.
Okay, 5 rounds. Who got first pick?
I had first pick last. You got first.
All right, I got first pick. All right. Ooh! All right, so let's go ahead and get this started.
Let me make sure I pull up something to make sure I get the draft.
I'm going off memory.
Yeah, I'm honestly going off memory too, bro.
Going off memory. But before we do this, before we get into this draft of Joe, we're gonna get this party started while we're waiting on people to come in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, man. Thank you everybody for coming and joining us today on this beautiful Tuesday evening.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ant said wrestler, so that's another one we'll keep in mind too. I know SummerSlam was big this weekend.
Man, I didn't
get a chance to watch it, but I know it was the wrestling world was off the chain this weekend. So shout out to the WWE fan for that.
One time, shout out to In the Clutch, man. I seen that they got gifted like their own championship belt.
Yes,
by somebody, and I think that was absolutely dope, man. Shout out to In the Clutch. Shout out to what's his name? I don't want to get his name incorrect. No. The person that gifted them the belt.
Yeah. It's like Chisel or something. Is it
Chisel something? I want to make sure that I get his name correct.
I know he's a friend of their channel, though. I've seen him on their numerous. I think he has his own channel as well. So shout out to him. Chisel Adon or something like that.
His name is Chisel Adonis.
Adonis.
So shout out to Chisel Adonis for gifting In the Clutch those belts. Those were absolutely dope. And also shout out to In the Clutch. Obviously friends of the show. Can't wait to get them on here. Chop it up with them. Since we were talking about SummerSlam, just a quick shout out. But yeah, man.
So we'll do a quick draft real quick, y'all, while we waiting for people to come in. So come on in. We got a packed show with a lot of fun stuff. Cause soon we go from the draft, I got something I want to ask you, then we can really go into our story. So let's I got first pick, right? Let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, you got first pick. It's on you.
I got first pick. Woo, I didn't want first pick. I am. I'm gonna forfeit my first overall pick. Because I'm not the shoe connoisseur, so I want to see where you going with first, and then I think I can go off of that. So
I think everybody should understand since you forfeiting the number one pick.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
I'm going with the 11s.
All right. See,
I'm going with the Jordan 11.
That's the go-to.
I'm going with the 11s.
The 11s is something that's just been iconic. I mean, I think the 11s really popped off when Space Jam came out.
Yes.
With the Space Jam joints, they came out, and it was like, all right, bro.
Well, my personal favorite pair is, of course, the Cool Grays.
Yes, of course.
A
lot of memories tied behind that.
Yes. So my personal favorite is the Cool Grays. What you got, Flight?
Man, on top of that, just to piggyback off the 11 comment in the Cool Grays, man, the Cool Grays was also one of my favorites.
Okay.
And I was so upset. Like I wore them to a game. We were going to play John Brown in Arkansas, and I wore him to a game, and it was like one of the first games in their new stadium, so it was kind of packed. And this one chick on the bigger side, she had like heels on and everything, and they was like kind of faded, a little intoxicated, I could tell. And like her friend kind of pushed her into like me and my teammate, and she stumbled back, and her heel like scuffed my Cool Grays. And I was so upset, and so I had to go ahead and retire them. And I actually hooped in them that game. Also ended up having one of my highest scoring outputs because of that. I was very upset.
Shout out to Cool Grays.
So shout out to that big girl wearing heels that scuffed up my Cool Grays. But with my number one pick, you took 11, so that's tough. I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna say 13s. 13 is gonna be my number one pick.
Them the Tempur-Pedics.
The Tempur-Pedics.
Yeah, I'm the one with the mattress on the side. Yeah. I like those. I've never had a pair of 13s, but I like the Tempur-Pedics. I've
never heard anybody call them mattresses or Tempur-Pedics.
Yeah. That's what I like. My second overall pick, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with Ike. I'm gonna go with a classic here. I'm gonna go with the Jordan 1s. I can't wear them because I got bad feet. I can't wear them, so they hurt my toes. But if I could wear them, I would wear them all the time. I'm a big fan of Jordan 1s.
I will say that I wasn't a fan of Jordan 1s at all, but Kate really molded that perspective for me on 1s. And so now I got about a good 4-5 pair, mostly low ones. There's only a few like high top ones that I like, mostly low ones. But yeah, I'm definitely a fan of 1s. That's a great pick. This one is gonna rub people the wrong way. A lot of people, this is a very underrated one, I feel like, personally, and it's one of my favorites. I'm going with the Jordan 2s. The Jordan 2s are
cool.
The 2s are, to me, they arguably the hardest retro that Jordan has. And I'm glad a lot of people don't like 2s because this just means more for me. That means that I'm able to get a lot more retro 2s because everybody else don't like them. I love 2s. So 2s are my second pick.
All right. My third pick. I'm ready for this one. I'm ready for this one. My third pick is another personal favorite of mine.
Okay.
Specifically because of the what's they called, the grapes.
Oh, I already know where you're going. I already put it down. It's a 5.
The 5s. Okay, yes.
I already put it down.
I can remember they were called the grapes. I didn't own a pair.
Purple joints.
I didn't own a pair. A lot of guys, listen, I want to make sure I make this clear. I never really had any of these shoes. I just remember which ones I really liked but couldn't afford to go get. So yes, I'm going with the 5s, specifically the grapes. I definitely remember the grapes because they had 2 different colorways. But they were both with grapes from I'm not understanding. So yes, I'm going with the 5s for my third overall pick.
I mean, and when you say the grapes, let's go ahead and confirm. You talking about they were like all white with like the purple tongue? Or are you talking about the all purple ones?
The purple ones, yes. Okay, but the whites was that's why I say they were both the same. They were both called grapes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
You know, when they started when they double back on the names, they started doing they started trying to come out with different names and everything. Gotcha. You just, you know what I'm saying? Kay, what you mean you don't know about the 2s? Come on now. But honestly, Kay, I appreciate that you don't like the 2s because once again, even though we don't wear the same size, but there's more people like you. That means I can get more 2s.
Hey, you don't know, Casey got some big feet. I love you, Casey. I love you.
All right. So
the black grapes is what I remember. Thank you. None of the ones I remember as well.
The black grapes was tough. The black grapes was absolutely tough.
That's my third pick, the 5s.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That was going to be my third pick. The 5s were going to be my third pick. You took that from me, and that's fine. Let's go with I'm going for my third pick. I'm going with the 8s. I'm going with the 8s.
The 8s.
There's some iconic shoes.
Oh,
with the 8s.
Is that the one with the
with the cross with the strap?
Okay.
You know I mean, they got some iconic 8s. They got the Aqua 8s. They got the playoff 8s.
The Aqua 8's alive.
Aqua 8s. I actually have the Aqua 8 sitting in my closet right now. I wanted the playoff 8s. There was a. So back when they were actually making women's pair like all the way up to like the biggest you could, like it was like, I don't know, like 16 or something. I had a pair of these ice blue 8s that was women, but they came out in men's sizes. It was like this ice blue, orange, and gray. Like they were tough, man. I missed them so much. They was some tough 8s, man. But 8s definitely got some fire colorways, man. And they were comfortable. Right. I hooped in some 8s too. They were comfortable.
Okay. So the 8s is not bad. So this is the one I'm gonna go with next. I just want to confirm. Yes. Well, hold on. No, I know which one I'm going next. I typed in one, but I'm gonna go another one. For me, I'm going with the Jordan 9s.
Ooh, boy, you good, boy. I'm telling you. Listen,
Flight. These are shoes that I've always wanted. I just didn't get them. So I wasn't standing in lines. I wasn't buying resale. I wasn't doing all that. But I remember looking from a distance like, man, I wish I had them shoes. But I've always been a fan of the Jordan 9s. I researched another, so I'm going to see what you go with for the last pick. But I definitely have one that we're going to see. But, yes, I'm going with the 9s. That is my next overall pick. I can't think of a specific one. I definitely liked, they had the white with the red bottoms? Was it the white with red?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I like them. What were they called? Cherries?
Yeah, I think something like that. That's where I'm lost. The names, they changed the name.
Okay.
That's where I'm lost. But they were white if you come in the colorway, like yeah. Like I actually have a pair. Like I think they're UNC. I don't know the actual name, but I call them UNC 9s.
I remember them.
The white and the navy blue.
Yeah, them hard too.
The baby blue Jumpman.
Yeah, them hard too. Yeah, them some good ones.
And I also had in college, I had the Space Jam 9s, the one he wore when he was practicing, like getting back into it. I had those. Rolled the hell out of my ankle in those. Let's see. Damn, man, you got some solid picks. So just a little recap. Right now, Rel has the number 1 pick at 11s. Second pick was the 1s. Third pick was the 5s, and the fourth pick is the 9s. For me, I have first pick 13s, second pick 2s, third pick 8s. For my fourth pick, I am going to go with it's tough. Actually, no. 14s. 14s is my fourth pick. 14s is my fourth pick. I hooped and I like them more as a hooping shoe than I did to wear them casually. Now that's my biggest ordeal. I know a lot of people. I know the consensus of everybody that really like Jordans. I know they love 1 through 14. They actually, I take that back. They love 1. They skip over 2, and then they go 3 through 14.
Yeah, 14,
so that's the consensus of a lot of people. So, but for 14s, like I liked them enough to buy them, but I would always end up hooping in them. So,
for my 5th overall pick, I had one. I'll tell you what it is at the end, but I just switched it.
Okay.
Because this is like you're doing. This is my personal favorite. I didn't own a pair of these.
Nah, yeah, right.
I wanted some of these. But my last overall pick. Now this might turn some people off on my list too. I had the 11s, the 1s, the 5s, the 9s. My next overall pick, my last pick, Mr. Irrelevant. My last pick, Mr. Irrelevant, is the Jordan 6 rings.
The 6 rings.
I was a big fan of the 6 rings. Yes, I was a big fan of the 6 rings. So that's. I never had a pair. Once again, the only ones of these I had a pair of 11s. I had a pair of 1s. I did have a pair of 5s. I don't remember. Something tells me I had a pair of 9s, but I don't really recall. But I for sure never had a pair of 6 rings.
I feel that. I had a few.
Because ain't the 6 rings all the shoes that he won the rings with mixed it together as one?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that's fire. I see Kay and Raven. They like Kay said I'm killing her, and then Raven said we in 2024. I don't even know what that means.
I guess
what does that even mean?
I guess them 14s.
Like what does that even mean?
I feel like niggas that wear 14s be pushing people in hospitals from room to room. These are transport niggas shoes. Niggas be like, "What, you want to stay out here for your ride? Get here." You said they pulling up, huh?
Man,
I knew I was gonna lose some people with the 6 rings, but okay. Let me let you go. Then I'm gonna tell you which one I was gonna go, which probably would have been the more politically correct answer. But go ahead with your last pick. Then I'm gonna see if that's
I think because I'm people aren't really messing with my list. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one because people are already not messing with my list, which is fine. Because honestly, 1 through 14, I completely love. So like you took 11s, you took 5s, you took 9s from me. So I had to go. And I'm also basing this off of how I feel that they look on my feet. I'm debating between these two right here. And I think I'm gonna go with the 12s.
I forgot about the 12s.
The 12s were the first pair of J's that I ever had in my life, and it was the Taxi 12s.
I forgot about
the Taxi 12s were the first J's playoff 12s. The playoff 12s were the first J's that I ever had.
That would have completed my list. That would have been the Avengers.
The playoff 12s and then the playoff 13s back to back were the first pair of J's I've ever had.
Okay. I forgot about the 12s.
Now what's the one that you were gonna go with?
The 10s.
The 10s?
Yeah, tough. I had researched because I do know them, but I wanted to make sure before I'm not just gonna be yelling at. I want to be as real to the people as possible and real to myself. Right. So I'm like, okay, let me look at the Jordan 10s. And when I looked at 10s, I instantly remembered, no, it's the 9s that I like. So I wanted to see but I forgot about the 12s. The 12s is hard. I never had a pair of 12s.
Now I'm gonna tell you,
they came from the flea market and they was fake. He was shooting the other way. Yeah.
Oh man.
I did. Yeah, they were fake, but I did have a pair of 12s.
Now I'm gonna tell you now, like once again, like this is all I'm going based off of like the stuff that I feel for me, my choices.
Right.
The stuff that I feel that look better on my feet, like and then what I enjoyed wearing not only casually, but hooping wise as well. And the 14s really only made it because I didn't really enjoy the way they look casually, even though I have a pair that I wear casually. But I love them more so for hooping. They look dope as hell with like every single 14s that like pair of 14s I had looked dope as hell hoop wise. But I will say there's two choices I had that I know a lot of people don't mess with that I was gonna pick, but I put them on the back burner. And those are the 15s.
I don't even know what them look like.
They ugly. They ugly, but for some reason I don't know what it is.
Gotcha.
I enjoy them. I don't have a pair. I want a pair.
Gotcha.
But and then also the 20s, the Jordan 20s. And the Jordan 20s, you have your shoe, and then on the back it goes up a little bit, like up your Achilles, and then they have a strap around that goes around like your shin and Achilles and everything. And those were so fire to me. I had a dude in Champs back in OKC. He had an all black pair, and I was like, man, them hoes is fire. He's like, man, I'll give them to you. I was like, how much you want? He's like, shit, whatever's in your pocket. I gave him $60 for an all black pair of 20s, just pristine condition. $60 for some 20s, man. I really want a pair of 20s. I really want a pair of 20s. So if anybody in the chat, if y'all really rock with shoes like that and y'all see the Jordan 20s and y'all know how to get to them, please let your boy know because I really want some Jordan 20s.
I'm sure they're just giving those away.
They're not.
Let me see.
I wish they were, because I promise you I'll be the first in line. I wish they were.
But not the hey, that's what I was thinking too, like a strap.
Strap. Nah, y'all.
I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at it now.
You also got to understand, like, I want those 20s that I got, I hooped in. Like, they were one of the most comfortable shoes to hoop in for me.
I feel like you can wear these with a suit. Like these look like you can wear these to church. These like some job interview shoes.
The 15s and the 16s, bro. Hey, Mike, a lot of that, bro. Come on, Mike P. We're not even gonna talk about the 17s either. Man,
y'all now sneakers said y'all getting to my the 15s look like somebody sat on them.
Hold on, hey, the 15s.
Yeah, like somebody sat on them.
That's the one where I said, like, I know a lot of people don't like them. For a long time, I was like, man, these are ugly, and then they just started growing on me. I need to know.
That's what the Cybertruck did. So,
Kay, give me your top 5 J's. I need to know. And I know you're gonna say like 1, 3, 4, 7, 11.
I like
12.
threes.
It's gonna be 1 through 14 because everybody loves 1 through 14. Well, excuse me, 1, skip 2, then 3 through 14.
I like threes.
You don't like threes?
I said I do like threes. I don't know.
I like threes too. I got a pair of threes.
Oh yeah, 4s are hard too. Yeah, I forgot about the
4s are hard.
Yeah, but anyways, it might say the 17s too. Yeah,
17s too. I'm telling you.
So I like our list. You know, I think mine came out to be pretty good. Like I said, I'm not a shoe head, so
You had a. I think
mine was the popular vote. You won the electoral college.
I definitely won the electoral college one. You definitely won the popular one because
I mean I don't really know like that, so I just went off what I like and what I know.
11s is like household favorite, like everybody loves 11.
Right.
1s, they're also very popular as well. 5s, I think that will go more so towards like the real, like the people that really enjoy shoes. Because a lot of people don't like 5s because they see them, they look bulky and everything. It's, oh, they too heavy. They're not going, but they'll buy them because like they're hype beasts. 9s, same thing. Where you lost the people, 6 rings.
Yeah, but I like the 6 rings.
But the 6 rings are tough. There's some tough colorways in the 6 rings.
And you know what? The longest I was thinking about holding 6 rings as an honorable mention, and I wish I would have looked at the 12s and the 4. I should have. While I'm trying to go off top of my head, I should have pulled up the list so I can be accurate. I probably, if I had the list in front of me, I probably would have went with the 12s or the 4s to complete the list. But I'm okay with my list. I feel like it was so strong.
I think your list is very solid. I think it's
you know, I did something for the first time last week.
Okay.
I forgot to talk about it last week. And since we're on the topic of shoes, I feel like it's only right for me to bring this up. Brother, have you ever got your feet done?
I have.
That is an enjoyable experience.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Chaz, we always talked about going to get our feet done. And one time I planned to take us. We were talking about when we were going. We could not remember why we didn't go that day. That I had personally planned for us to go, but randomly she just like, let's go get our feet done. I was like, all right. So we're riding in the car, and she tells me, I'm gonna get you the diamond package. It sounds like it's a lot of sound like a lot of work that had to be done. But I've never done it before. And so it was just an experience that I didn't know how much I need. Now I'm doing stuff that I ain't never in my life have I walked around the house with no shoes on. Or no socks, excuse me, no socks and nothing, just straight feet. I ain't never walked around. I feel like that's what white people do. I have never walked around the house with just straight toes.
Only like the only time I've ever done that is when I'm getting ready like to go lay it down.
See, I sleep with socks on.
Really?
I do. I sleep with socks on.
Wait,
I'm telling
you. Do you get hot when you sleep?
No.
No. Like,
I'm just fine.
Like you super cold. Wait,
I'm freezing.
Oh, so do you sleep with fans on?
With 3 of them.
Oh, okay. Nah, see me, I still be like, there's times where I've fallen asleep with socks on. 99% of the time, I don't have socks on because I get hot.
Well, I get it, but no, I'm cold natured, so I get cold very easily. That's probably the reason why I like sleeping with socks on. But I mean, yeah, man, just the massage, the towel, the massage chair. They did bring the special tools out. Said they had she laid everything out like she was getting ready to do some surgery, and she was just picking it up. And I felt like she knew it was my first time. I don't know if she can tell because of how nervous I was or how my feet looked. I couldn't figure it out. But she knew it was my first time. So every time I tried to, what I did, I had my glasses on and I had a very long YouTube video going. So that's what was keeping me kind of my mind going. And so every time I tried to do it, she kept tapping me on the leg, like, you okay, you okay? But I guess she was telling me to put my foot down. She put the water in there. The water was scorching hot. I look over to Chaz. I say, I said, my feet is hot. The lady say, oh, is it too hot? And Chad say, well, don't tell me, tell her. I said, well, I didn't know you can change the temperature. I thought I had to suffer like this. My ankles was on fire. So, it was just an enjoyable experience. I'm like, us as men, we need to go get our feet done together. Is that gay? To go into an establishment and be like, this is what I want to do. All 6 of us. Is it gay? Is it gay for fellas to go get your feet done together?
That's a good question.
Come on now, because don't act funny. Because everybody in the chat, I see y'all. I wanted to make sure I got y'all in here first.
Look, real. If you told me, it's like, hey, bro, listen. I'm gonna be up y'all way. My fault. I saw K 1, 6, 12, 11, 13. Okay. I had 6, 12, 11. Literally every single one I got in my closet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but if you was to say like, hey, I'm gonna be up your way.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about like, you know, I was gonna slide over here to this nail spot and get this pedicure real quick. And then go grab something to eat. You trying to pull up? I'd be like, shit, I ain't got fuck it. Where you want me to meet you at? You want me to meet you at the nail spot or the food spot? Shit, you can meet me at the nail spot. I'm there. We don't think nothing of it. We're just there having a conversation.
I'm glad to know that.
You know what I'm saying? Like now, if it gets to the point to where you start picking out colors to put on your toes, then that's what
right. I'm with you on that point. I'm with you on that. But I'm just talking about just for because see, I got the diamond package. So mine came with a foot scrub, a massage. She used about 4 different tools, about 6 different liquids. What? Nigga, let me explain. She used about 6 different liquids. What else did she do? She let them sit for a little bit. She put them in some water, but then put my foot in the bag and then tied the bag around my foot. Yeah, it was off the chain. I walked out there feeling.
I mean, listen, dog. Every time I get a pedicure, I'll be feeling like a new man.
Well,
I mean, on top of that, bro, you like because you be playing football on during the week, right? You play football every week, right? I'm telling you, bro, you got to take care of your feet. If you gonna continue to play, you gotta take care of your feet. I'm telling you, when I get a pedicure, I be feeling like a new man.
I still feel like one.
I wish I would have did that a lot more in college.
Oh yeah, Chaz, right? Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because she kept coughing, but I didn't know if it was me. I didn't know if it was me or COVID.
I didn't know if it was me or COVID.
Yeah, she was coughing. She was coughing, and she had my foot. She was yeah. She was putting like, ma'am, you ain't gotta get that. You ain't gotta get that into it.
She was into it. Did she break
a
sweat? Chaz, she break a sweat?
Oh yeah, she definitely was sweating.
Oh, she was sweating.
She said, I'll be right back. She came back with nothing. I said, man, what did you go do? This nigga had to take 5. She's scrubbing the heck out my feet.
I had to take a break. Them shits was some work.
I ain't gonna lie. I felt like a man the whole time until she got to the bottom of my feet and I started tickling. My toes started twirling and everything.
You felt weak as hell because you started giggling, huh?
I ain't like that part when they get the bottom of your foot.
He started giggling.
I ain't like that part.
Hey, let me ask you. Okay, so let me ask you this question. First off, how long ago was that?
We went not this past Sunday, the Sunday before last.
Oh, okay. So how long have you been like feeling yourself to where you walking around the house with no socks on?
I currently have no socks on. This is the first episode ever done with no socks. Now I would show y'all, but it's been 2 weeks, so I might need to go back.
Nah. First off, you don't do that. You make sure people pay for that.
Oh,
that's
so that
premium.
For my feet? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can start selling my feet.
Pay for that, bro.
I can start selling my feet.
Yeah, you gotta make sure people pay for that. That's a premium.
Thank you, Flight. I'm finally about to get out of poverty.
We gotta make sure when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we gotta make a Patreon, and that way the Patreon you show your feet on there, and they pay for that. They gotta pay for that.
I told Chad if Shaq can get his feet done, I can get mine done.
Oh, bro, You think
there's some jacked up people out there?
Like, think about like what these women see. They see some crazy shit from not only men but women too.
No, facts.
They see some crazy shit. For 3 years, that man would never show me his feet because he was so shy.
Okay, for a year and a half, I eventually showed her. Let's not be dramatic.
Wait, Chaz, you was trying to see? You really wanted to see his feet like that?
Man, I was so embarrassed. I used to swim with socks on.
Okay, all right, bro. Okay.
I used to swim with socks on, bro.
All right.
I'm still like even with the good feet, I'm still gonna wear swimming shoes and stuff. But yeah, I used to. But this before I discovered that there used to be a thing called swimming shoes. I didn't know about swimming shoes.
I'm sitting here thinking like, bro, you came to the crib and we was all at the pool.
I never got in the water.
You never got in the water.
I never got in the water.
I was like sitting here thinking like, I don't remember him having no socks on or water shoes.
I definitely had on socks.
Got in the water.
I definitely had on socks.
No, you had no, for sure. I'm gonna tell you this. Like honestly, I feel the same way as you. But if I get I hate wet socks, so I would never swim in the pool with socks. I hate wet socks.
That is true.
Like I will catch an attitude quickly with wet socks. You know what I'm saying? So like on the way to the pool, on the way to the beach, on the way to any water activity, I'm gonna have socks on. But when we get ready to do that said water activity, I'll take my socks off, put my slides on, walk to the activity, take my slides off, and then go about my business.
And I'm comfortable now. I don't need socks no more.
Well, because you got a pedicure, it's a different feeling. You walk around with a differerent swag. I mean,
look at you now.
Look at you now. You doing a podcast with toes out. I bet you
toes out.
You got maximum grippage on the floor.
I am changing before y'all eyes. I'm wearing no socks. I mean, I ain't got no socks on. I'm wearing Crocs. I am a different type of person. I don't wear basketball shorts under my jeans no more.
I'm gonna listen. Oh, first off, okay. All right. Okay. First off, you lost me with Crocs. I'm not a Croc wearer.
Oh, I love my boy. These my listen.
I hear that they're great. I hear they're great.
Boy, I love my Crocs.
I seen LeBron wear them in Paris. That's great. I'm glad
I love
for
my
all
Crocs.
of you Croc wearers. Croc on. More power to y'all. But me personally, I just can't get with the Crocs. Second of all, I know that you probably joking. At least I hope so. Please tell me that this whole basketball shorts under the jeans stopped a long time ago, and you just saying that for a joke.
We probably stopped that when I was about 29 and 11 months. I was still wearing basketball shorts. You know why I stopped wearing basketball shorts? Because I started wearing skinny jeans. That's why I stopped wearing basketball shorts, because I was wearing skinny jeans, and so I felt like a woman with a panty line. You can see, the line of the short.
Hey, nah, bro. So you mean to tell me you was wearing basketball shorts under your jeans for that long?
I was, bro. You never knew when I needed to hoop. Today I still be regretting not doing that. My tie, remember what was it? 2 episodes ago, my tie busted. I was so mad I didn't have on no basketball shorts under my pants.
So you could take your jeans off and just wear shorts? You can have them in the car, real. Have them in the whip.
I do, yeah, I guess so.
Show us what?
I go live, man, and that's gay. But go hit the live button. Hit live, said. And it's real gay. You want to see my feet too. There's nothing wrong with gay,
crazy.
but it just that's
crazy work that you want to see his feet.
Kid want to see what I'm working with. Yeah, weak. Anyways,
I can change.
So that's just my little experience that I wanted to talk about.
I'm happy for you, bro. Hold on, hey man. When you pull up to Dallas, let's go. I'm with it. Me, you, Chaz, and Kate. Let's go.
Man, but we got to sit next to each other.
I mean, first off.
So now it's gay. So now there's rules to this.
No. First off, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with that. I'm with that. I just didn't like how excited you was about it. It was
because I feel like we had some good conversations.
Well, definitely. I mean, yeah. I feel like that was a given. You know what I'm saying? Like Chaz and Kate sit next to each other. Me and you sit next to each other. We talk. They talk. Like Kunta Toes is crazy.
It is crazy.
Kunta Toes is crazy.
Another thing too, they offer you complimentary drinks.
Yeah.
And so, because Chaz treated me, so they were like, "Would you like a drink?" And I was like, "Sure." I seen she got one, so I was like, "Okay, well, I get one." So we got a screwdriver, which is vodka and orange juice.
Okay,
so I said, "No, and they know okay," because it was just orange juice.
They didn't put no vodka in there.
It was not screw. It was just driver. That was lame, but anyways, so
and I know okay.
I drunk mine real quick, but I thought Chaz paid for it. So the lady was like, "Would you like another one?" And I was like, "No, I'm okay," because I seen she didn't get another one. You don't want to abuse the power. You just want to be thankful for what you get.
For what you got, yeah.
We walking out, and I see the sign say compliment. I said, "Oh, I could have got another one."
Oh,
I just probably need another one. I know they don't want to get you drunk in there, but
I mean, but cool. if you said there was no screw and it was all driver, you wouldn't have been drunk. You just would have been.
I mean, if I took enough screws,
you would have just had a whole bunch of vitamin C. That's it.
I was thirsty anyway, so it didn't matter. I was like legit thirsty, so I was thirsty watching her work
because she was going to town.
I said, remind me of the episode of Myra. Mark, you got to go to work on Myra's feet. So, anyways, moving on now.
Oh my gosh,
we gotta stop talking for so long. Moving on. Funny, you're stupid. Okay,
this thing is hilarious, bro.
So moving on. Of course, today came out the big news. Okay, hold on. Can we move on, please, from the feet? I don't cut the sheets. I don't have long toes. They might have a little skin on there, but I cut the toe at least. Jesus Christ. I didn't think nobody heard that, Casey, so I just moved on. But anyways, so as we've seen, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as it helps the algorithm. Make sure you like this video. We have everybody here.
Took enough screw.
Like the video so it can help the algorithm and more people can see it. So today, Pitbull buys the naming rights to the FIU, which I think is the Florida International University.
Yeah.
So Pitbull buys the naming rights to the Florida International University. International recording artist Pitbull has purchased the naming rights to Florida International Football Stadium. It was announced today. The FIU board of trustees voted Tuesday to approve a 5-year deal to give the name Pitbull Stadium to what's currently known as FIU Stadium. I think this is a first, huh? This is the first. This is the first time that a celebrity individual has purchased the naming rights to a stadium. If it's not, please let me know. But this is the first time that this has happened. And I thought Soulja Boy was the first to do everything. Did you see Soulja Boy was the first to throw to shoot some fish in the well mouth?
Yeah.
He the first rap, man. Hey, it got me thinking. Like, what other celebrities could purchase other purchase the naming rights to other stadiums?
Okay.
I instantly thought of one, like right there, and that was Soulja Boy buying the naming rights to Chicago Bears Soldier Field.
Okay,
but he's not from Chicago. But still,
I mean, but that Soldier Field, but I got
big Soldier.
T-Pain came tomorrow
to buy what?
Some stadium in Florida, any sports team in Florida.
T-Pain Stadium?
A T-Pain Stadium in Florida. If any entertainer is going to buy some, the second person, which I mean, technically he ain't buy a stadium, but he got a team. It's Jay-Z. I mean, he got a team, so I guess that kind of cancels it out, right?
Yeah, that definitely cancels out. But what would Beyonce Stadium be named?
The Hive
Stadium. Yep.
The Hive
Stadium, but they call it the Hive. Yep. Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
Yeah. Perfect.
Georgia Tech Yellow
Perfect. Jackets. She would have bought Georgia Tech stadium out and call it the Hive.
Yeah, because she can't buy NRG. I know she's from Houston, but she can't buy NRG and call it the Hive. It wouldn't even fit. But I mean, it's Pitbull Stadium, and I think they're the FIU Panthers?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, they're the Panthers. I ain't gonna lie, Raven. That's kind of tough.
The Carter Center. Okay. The Carter Center is tough. I'm not gonna lie.
The Carter Center is kind of tough.
The Carter Center is
tough.
The
Carter Center is kind of tough.
That's top tier. That's top tier.
Listen, Beyonce, like you got bread, and you buying naming rights is like us going to the gas station and putting 5 in the tank. Go ahead and do that. You might as well.
Yeah,
you might as well.
The Carter Center
as a Houston Rockets fan, as a Houston native, go and do it. Forget it. The Carter Center, that's tough. That'll sell tickets in itself.
Well, chat, what do y'all think too? I mean, I know we got a couple people chiming in. What celebrity should buy the naming rights to a stadium? Pitbull Stadium. I mean, to be the first to do it is a big thing. So
that's
the
huge.
fact that I think he's paying FIU $1.2 million per year for the next 6 years. I think it totals up to be about $8 million if I'm not mistaken. But he's that's what he's doing. That's what it costs to get the naming rights to the stadium. Of course, FIU is not such a big program. That's why it costs only 1.2. Whereas other teams like, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, I think it's now the Caesar Superdome, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the Atlanta's, right?
No, that's the New Orleans.
New Orleans, excuse me.
Yes.
Mercedes, yes.
Mercedes-Benz is Atlanta. You're absolutely correct. But the Caesar Superdome, it used to be Mercedes.
Yes, it's Caesars in New Orleans, yes.
So them stadiums cost bread. AT&T pays a grip for the naming rights to
for Jerry World.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even call it AT&T, they call it Jerry's World. So think like how if you were AT&T, right? If you were AT&T and you paying that much money to have the naming rights on America's team, quote unquote, and people still call it Jerry's World, how mad would you be?
Not mad because it's still people call it, but it's still AT&T. My name is still on top of the building. I got AT&T promotion throughout the entire building. Yeah, well, you really paying.
Like, I mean, even typing it in Google, you say Jerry's World and it says AT&T Stadium. So, I mean, honestly, like, anytime you Google it, you'll see that it's AT&T Stadium. Like, I guess I just think that the fact that I paid all of this money and people still refer to Jerry's World instead of AT&T Stadium is kind of upsetting. But I definitely understand they getting paid regardless.
It's another field like that. I think the Bears, I know they still refer to that Soldier Field, but I think they have a name for that field though.
Is it not Soldier Field? That would be new to me.
I mean, I'm sure they probably have a name for it. Oh, that's what it is. Kansas City Chiefs.
Arrowhead.
Yeah, but that's the Jerry World name of it. It's actually GEHA.
It's GEHA Stadium.
Yeah, at Arrowhead or something like that.
Well, yeah, I think, but technically, but it's GEHA at Arrowhead. So technically,
but I don't know what GEHA is, but it's no matter who has the name rights to that stadium, it will always be called Arrowhead Stadium.
It's like they don't even have they have the naming rights from what it looks like. They have the naming rights to the field, not the stadium. So it's the official name of it is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium.
I didn't know you can buy just the field.
I mean, judging by this, they just got enough to they just had enough money to put it on the field. I guess I don't know.
That's an insurance company.
Mike P said Lil Wayne and he could call the stadium Wayne's World.
This sound like Creative Team.
It sound like
this sounds like Creative Team is what it really sounds like right now. But I mean, shout out to Pitbull. Shout out to Pitbull for
so what made him do this? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I don't know what made him do this. I guess, and I know he's from Florida. Where is FIU? FIU.
It's got to be close to Miami because isn't he from Miami?
Yep, it's in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know. I didn't know. I just know about the U. But that one costs too much. He ain't got that kind of money to buy that one. But I heard he's also making up he's in the lab too, working on a song for FIU this upcoming.
Yeah, like the anthem or something.
Yeah. So shout out to Pitbull. Shout out to Pitbull for being the first one to do it.
Dale.
What song is Pitbull? Just Give Me the Light.
That's Sean Paul.
Oh. What song Pitbull sing? Gasolina?
I think so. Is it him? I think that's him. No, that's Daddy Yankee.
God dang it.
He got that Fireball song, I guess.
What's fire? I don't know what that is.
He got a song with Neo. Is it Give Me Everything? Is that what it's called? Let me see.
Pitbull. He's an international pop star.
Yeah. Pitbull and Neo, Give Me Everything. That's a popular song. I don't want to play it on here because we'll get copyrighted.
Please, yeah, please.
We'll get copyrighted real quick. Feel This Moment. That's another song. Huh? He got more than 2 songs, y'all. Come on, chat. We at the hotel Holiday Inn. Yeah.
That's him?
Yeah, but not the original one. His shit.
Oh.
I want to know what really made him. Wait. There's a Pitbull song played in Bridgerton? I don't know if you know what Bridgerton is. Do you know what Bridgerton is?
That show with the British people.
Okay. Apparently his song Give Me Everything was in Bridgerton. Which Shonda Rhimes, she does like a classical type instrumental to popular pop or
Shonda Rhimes said when it did Scandal, right?
Yes, she's the one that did Scandal and Grey's
Murder and Grey's. Yeah, she owned Thursdays for a good grip.
She
owned Thursdays.
Yeah, they called it. Yeah. They called on ABC. They called it Shondaland, even though that's like her name of her production. They called
TGIT. Thank God it's Thursday.
Yeah, so she basically owned that, but she had like all of these classical type instrumentals for a lot of these pop songs that were played in Bridgerton. So I guess that way, well, no, it couldn't be copyrighted because people knew what it was. But I guess if you put a classical type of turn on it, you wouldn't necessarily get copyrighted because you can't pick up on what the actual song is. But also on top of that, you're so mainstream, you got to ask for permission, and I'm sure being Shonda Rhimes, you get permission from anybody. So,
yeah. Well, I said,
but yeah, shout out once again. Shout out to Pitbull, man. Buying a stadium, giving
first artist to do it,
a mid-major D1 some bread. Is FIU in a? They're not in a Power 5 conference, are they? Are they in the AAC?
ACC.
They in the ACC?
I don't know who the AAC.
That was the that was the former Conference USA.
A bunch of bums. That's a bunch of bums.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's what Kennesaw State and
Kennesaw State ain't making that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they oh no, it's Conference USA is still a thing. Okay, so AAC must have been just something new. Because U of H used to be in Conference USA and they changed to AAC. So, but yeah, FIU is in Conference USA with UTEP and Jacksonville State.
Oh, well, shout out to FIU.
Shout out to FIU.
Shout, like I said, that's now we'll see if other people follow suit. So Pitbull the first to do it, so y'all can't claim that. You can't claim it, Soldier.
So you know he's gonna cross Soldier. They play all new songs. Their instrumentals, you have to pay attention. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I mean, I've seen the show with Kate. I didn't know. I never really heard new songs, I should say. But then again, I never really paid attention to what songs were actually playing.
Yeah, the only show like that I'm watching where they speak like that is Game of Thrones. Shout out to Game of Thrones. Shout out to House of Dragon, who just had their season finale yesterday.
I gotta watch both of them. Honestly.
That it absolutely sucked, So shout out to House of Dragon and the horrible season 2 finale. The world is mad at that finale. So they said we just watched a 70-minute season 3 trailer. Is what we did. So
damn,
we gotta wait till 2026 to watch the new season of House of Dragons.
So I got time. So I got time to catch up on.
We have plenty of time to watch this. So you gotta watch all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones. Season 8 of Game of Thrones is still voted as the worst season out of all of it. And it's a long thing. We'll get to it. But basically, they ran out of book material and they was winging it on the fly when they created that season 8. But then
I heard season 5 was the greatest season of Game of Thrones.
My opinion, it's probably the second greatest. I like 4. I like 4, and I also like 6. 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6 was just great. Actually, 3, 4, 5, and 6 was actually great. I like 7 too personally, because 7 is where people start
the
meeting.
Whole show, so I get you.
I do like the whole show, but season 8 was a failure though. It was definitely a failure because it's a Game of Thrones. I'm gonna just be honest with you. It's a show that they hype up all this stuff, and then you get to the end, and Game of Thrones is a show where it's not for everybody.
Okay.
And it's not for everybody because there's so much that you have to keep up with. See, it's different than watching these nigga shows where they just selling drugs and shooting all day. Because it's for the most part, it's a basic concept. We in the game, we trying to get this money. We got ops, boom, boom, boom. But when you got all these different houses, and the thing about game of shows is betrayal. So you gotta get all these houses, then it makes you want to build with these characters. You start to love them, then they die, and then you start to love another character, then they die, and then you setting up stuff in season 1 that they're gonna try to pay off in season 8, and it just never came back to full circle. For those who watch it, y'all know what I'm talking about. But House of the Dragon is a more smaller, contained story, still the same concept. House of Dragon started 200 years before the main show, so still the same concept. But House of Dragon is a smaller story compared to the large story of A Song of Ice and Fire, which is what Game of Thrones, the original show, is based upon.
So if you recommended somebody watching both shows, would you rather them watch House of Dragons then Game of Thrones, or would you rather them watch Game of Thrones then House of Dragons?
I am a fan. It's kind of like with the Marvel movies, you know, how you have your theatrical order, but then you have the order, the chronological order of time. But I am the believer of watch stuff as they came out in the theater.
Got you.
That's how I am. So, to take that same theory, I would say watch Game of Thrones first.
Okay.
Because then when you go back, because even in Game of Thrones, they actually tell you how House of Dragon is going to end. Okay. It's one of them dialogues that you have to pay attention. But you didn't know, they're just talking. You didn't know there was going to be a show named after this or named for this. So they actually, for those who read the stuff and research it, it's a whole world, a whole universe of how it's a dope show. But yes, if you have not seen, I would definitely start with Game of Thrones. It's a lot to get into. You have to muscle through it. Once you muscle through it, you're good.
I see Kay says she finally started. Like, I'm assuming that she finally started because you say season 4. So I'm assuming that she finally started Game of Thrones. So Kay, my question to you is, you finally started. 1, when did you start? And 2, how long did it take you to get to season 4? Because I initially started Game of Thrones and I got through season 1 and I just kind of fell off. But a lot of people told me you got to get through season 1.
You have to stick through it.
You have, like, if you get through season 1 and you give like the first episode of season 2 a chance, you will be hooked. And I never started season 2.
I think at the end of season 1, but see me, I was hooked episode when Ned got his head cut off. That's when the show picked up for me. When that happened and a major character was killed off that quickly, that's when I was like,
old girl's dad,
right? And that sets
that was in season 1,
right? That's what I'm saying. That sets the events for the entire series,
because that's when she
one moment, huh?
That's when the old girl turned up. What's her name? Start with an A. Don't it?
Arya.
Yes. That's when she like kind of like turned up, right?
Yeah, her story is a whole thing. But like I said, there's at least 20 different characters with their own story. There's people on this side of Westeros, there's people on that side of Westeros, over here, and it's so much to keep up with. So there's not a show for everybody. Even me, like catching up, I was like, okay, who is this? I had to learn the families. Okay, who are the Tullys? Who are the Boltons? Who are the Baratheons? Who are the Starks? Who are the It's a lot to keep up with, but they have a new show coming out next year. So we won't get House of Dragon season 3 until 2026, but they do have a show coming out next year called The Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Knights of the Seven Kingdoms. Okay. It's not okay. Okay, so it's not overhyped for me. Because just like you, like I get to a point to where I just like I watch it and then after I'm done, like I get to a point to where I just get busy and I forget to go back and watch it. I just fall into like to a situation where like I just need background noise. So I'll turn on TV and put on the show that I've seen over 20 times, right? Just because I need background noise. But when I'm going to search for something, like when I watch season 1, I will say when old buddy got his head chopped off, I was kind of hooked. But I just got busy. So I just need to go back and actually take the time to watch it because I do want to watch it. I do want to see what the hype is about. And I do want to give it a chance because everybody told me that watch the Game of Thrones. They said you have to get through season 1. You have to. It's a slow play, but if you get through season 1, you're going to enjoy it. So I got to give it that actual chance because like more than 10 people have told me that. So
I think also too, Brumman just said it. I think Brumman just said something very important too. And I think another thing with Game of Thrones that helped me because it is a long drawn out show. So it's best to have someone too that you can lean on that's just as excited about the show. Because when you talk to them and they can educate you, that's who Brumman was for me when I was trying to catch up. And what he just said is accurate. Knowing the families is half the battle.
Got you.
Once you know each family and what they known for or stand for or whatever, what that family is about, that is half the battle. Because then you understand, okay, who are my allegiances, who are my alliances? Because the thing about it, it's all about betrayal. So you got to figure out who is aligned with who. So that way, when the betrayal hit, boom, it hits much harder. But it's definitely not an overhyped show. It's a great show. It just they just didn't stick the landing on season 8
on the last season, which which has been very documented throughout time. So
and also they wanted to do 10 seasons. That they tried to go to them and say, can we do 10 seasons? But they said no, they wanted to end in season 8. So where they could have had 10 seasons to stretch out more story, they had to compress everything into one. The last 2 seasons was kind of compressed when they really wanted to stretch it to 10.
Got you. I'm still invested. I still want.
Me and Brumman figured out as watching House of Dragon, we looked at the Targaryen tree and we're looking like, okay, this guy had sisters. He married his sisters, but then him and the sister Mary had babies. That's what they're actually cousins. Like we had to figure it out to get to. But yeah. Well, people that won't spoil it, okay. People that don't spoil it, people that can talk to you without spoiling. Like I used to go to Brumman for questions. Okay, now who are the Lannisters? He was like, okay, the Lannisters, they got the money, boom, 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 boom. They got the gold hair. Okay,
yeah, I got an idea of who the Lannisters is.
Yeah, who the Targaryens? See, they got the white hair. Yeah, a lot of the Targaryen. So I'm like, okay, so if I see white. Okay.
Got it.
So, but yeah, so shout out to Game of Thrones, shout out to season finale, shout out to everybody that's watching it. Hope it was not a bad season, it just didn't end right. So shout out to Game of Thrones. But moving on from one superstar to another, Meg Thee Stallion. We didn't get to talk about this last week, but Meg Thee Stallion was up there throwing it for Kamala, twerking for votes. Of course,
it's crazy.
And then Megan Thee Stallion also, she also claimed Hotties for Harris. Like I wrote here, presidential nominee Kamala Harris had an interesting twist for her Democratic rally. We didn't get to talk about this last week. But what was your kind of take on that?
I mean, honestly, like I think it's actually kind of genius using this generation for the votes. I mean, shit, Trump was on a popular streamer's stream and did a whole stream with him. I mean, it's unfortunate because I don't feel like it should come to that, but at the same time, that's where we at right now. They just using the popular things to get the votes.
Which somebody tried to argue that to me too, and I said,
it all comes down to electoral because that's what matters,
right? That's a whole nother conversation that I definitely agree with you on. But I will say this, that the type of music that Meg does was not what was needed in that moment.
I think thought the same thing, having Meg Thee Stallion perform at your convention, your rally, is a little bit different than the direction that people would probably want you to lean towards.
And I think it backfired too. Somebody tried to tell me, I had a debate at work with someone to prep for the conversation, and somebody at work was telling me, they was like, but hold on now, because then they tried to twist it to I'm degrading Meg and what she does. I said, no, well, I'm not degrading. I'm more of, there's a time and a place for everything. I love Meg. I love everything that Meg does. I love her music, but I don't want to see Meg at the Democratic National Convention. So then what is the difference of getting Sexy Red out here? Talking about coochie swole? Come on now, let's okay. So
that's what I'm saying. I agree with you.
Just because this generation, this is a great point that my coworker made, is that this generation is more of a I'm gonna be who I am, and that's just what it is type of generation, where we were taught to really be to ourselves, and we know how to act at work, how to act in public, how to act in church, how to act in these places. This new generation is like, take me for who I am. Screw what you talking about. So in that case, I get it, but I think you could have still gotten your message across without necessarily using Meg. Casey said Obama would have never. He probably wouldn't have, but I just think that I just felt like that wasn't the best option, and I don't want to get into what the other side is doing or anything like that. Waving facts, you know,
facts,
and
facts.
You know, it backfired. I don't think this went the way that they thought it was going to go. You know, just looking at the response of people online, I read comments, I read tweets, I look at comments on the videos, I look at, like I said, tweets online, I look at all different sources, platforms, and I look at videos on YouTube. That did not go over well. Normally, I can get a good consensus of what the public is feeling. That didn't go over well, especially for Black folks. You know, and so, you know, I'm not saying she can't bounce back, you know, and do what she needs to do, but I just coming out the gate with Meg, I just didn't think that was the best thing to do. And even here, you know, Casey Obama would never, you know, that's, you know, or I'm just grateful she was covered up. So, you know, yeah, I just think, you know, shout out to Meg. You know, it's a lot of shout outs today. We're gonna shout out to Meg for being the first to twerk at a Democratic convention, you know. So and don't worry, Trump pulling out his cards too. He had Amber Rose. So he pulling out his cards too. He had the black girl.
He got Amber Rose.
The black girl he just had at his last rally. The black, I don't know if you ever seen the video of Trump going to Chick-fil-A. And he walked into Chick-fil-A, and it was a Chick-fil-A in Atlanta. And he, you know, hugged folks. No, he waved to folks and talked to folks. And there was this black girl that came out and hugged him and was like, "I just love you so much," whatever she said. So he had that same black girl come out and speak at his rally.
Oh yeah.
So that was like a couple days ago. So you pull out your card.
I see it right now.
But that's a different thing, you know. That's all to even the stream with Aiden Ross. Yes, you want to get on streams because that's where the people are. Kevin Hart found that out. Oh, Kevin Hart and Kyle, they best buddies. Why? Because Kevin Hart found out he can reach 700,000 people
easily,
just like that.
Easily.
Where it takes him 40 shows, he can reach 700,000 people. Boom, like that. So that's the way of the world. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch Trump and Aiden Ross stream yet. I will, but what's up, C-Sam? But I haven't had a chance to watch it. But I'm actually excited to see it. I know Aiden Ross is actually a weird kind of individual, but we'll see. But shout out to Kamala today. She picked her vice president. Tim Walz. He's been trending all day. They've been calling him Tampon Tim.
Minnesota governor, correct?
Yeah, they've been calling him Tampon Tim all day.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know why. Something about he said something about some menstrual cycle or something. So they've been calling him Tampon Tim. So that's what's been trending on Twitter.
Go to X.
Obama would have had Al Green up there, or Frankie Beverly and Mays. I mean, when Obama did his presidential the inauguration, you know, you had somebody singing. I feel like she could have done the same thing with a different, like a Coco Jones singing, or you know, just, you know, somebody that can just sit up there and just sing. I don't think you need to do one, rap music, and then two, I don't think you needed her up there performing when you could have got other people to do. You could have had other people do what you needed her to do and have a greater impact. Jennifer Hudson could have got there and sung something.
Yeah.
She's using Beyonce's song Freedom. Beyonce probably unavailable at the time.
They said they call him Tampon Tim because he said that he wanted to have free tampons in school for women.
That's why they call him Tampon Tim.
He made sure Minnesota high schools have free tampons available.
That's why they call him Tampon Tim. Well, I stand correct. That's a good thing. Shout out to Tampon Tim. I'm also looking at Twitter as why his name is trending. So I thought I saw something about a menstrual. Beyonce, Raven. Beyonce has endorsed her. Beyonce was one of the first people to send her money after old Joe quit. Speaking of Joe, where has he been? But that's another story.
Where have you been?
Yeah. But yeah, Beyonce sent her money. She was one of the first ones to send her money. That's what I remember reading. But like Flight said, I don't remember the source. So if I don't remember the source, then I'm not gonna sit there and say that that's factual. But But anyways, so shout out to Kamala Harris, and hopefully Donald Trump can get Jay Horn to perform. And Jay Horn, you better take it too. I don't care what they say about you. I don't care. They're gonna call you a coon, and they gonna
call you a coon.
They gonna call you a jigaboo. But you better get up there and you better king of my landed. You better get up there and give him the best doggone performance. Hi, really the vibe. You better get up there and clap and everything, nigga. If Donald Trump call you up there to do a performance. Anyways, moving on. Interesting story coming up next. Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is no longer on television. This is different, Even of course, as you all know, Skip Bayless is a one of the most popular, iconic sports media personalities of all time. Skip is a GOAT. Of course, his time had to come to an end. Skip is kind of like Joe Biden. He's getting old. So it's time for him to step over. Of course, we all know about the big Skip and Shannon. We've talked about it here on the podcast when Skip and Shannon got into their television argument, and that started the rift between the two, which led Shannon to leave FS1 last year around this time. And now, of course, Shannon is doing big things with Club Shay Shay, Nightcap, First Take. I'm going to see Shay Shay on August the 25th here in Houston. I'm so excited to go see him and Ocho. I'm gonna see if I can get them on the show. But I love Unc and Ocho, and I love everything that Unc's doing. But all that happened after the departure from Skip. So now it's Skip's turn. Then Skip proceeded to bring the show back with who ESPN fired, which was Keyshawn Johnson. And so him and Keyshawn Johnson was doing the show. And I actually still watch their show every day. I was one of the ones that actually enjoy watching them shows. I'm a fan of Skip. I must say, I don't agree with him a lot of times. I don't really ever agree with him. But I'm still a fan of Skip's show. And then when he brought in Paul Pierce, it brought another element to me. I don't like Richard Sherman, so when he was on the show, I would skip those segments. But but Paul Pierce was just hilarious. And I became a fan. I didn't really watch Paul Pierce. I don't watch him and KG's podcast, so I didn't really know. I know about Paul Pierce, but I never knew about him on a personal level. So getting to know Paul Pierce was fun. But all in all, we're here now a year later, and Skip has stepped away. And the odd thing about it is he didn't even say anything live on television. He just tweeted after the show and said that his time at FS1 was done. So my question to you is, Flight, is into the chat is, how do you think Skip Bayless will be remembered on television? Because I don't think he's coming back to TV. So how do you think he'll be remembered on television?
As one of the most controversial media members ever. Or as somebody who hates LeBron. Probably it. Like, I think he's great at what he did. I really didn't know about Skip like that until, well, I guess probably when everybody else found out, when him and Stephen A was on First Take. But as far as like,
so you didn't watch Cold Pizza?
I watched Cold Pizza here and there, but I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you that I remember Skip off of Cold Pizza.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I've watched Cold Pizza. I know what the show is. I know for a fact I watched it, but I couldn't tell you I knew Skip from Cold Pizza. I knew Skip. My first time actually knowing who Skip Bayless was First Take with Stephen A. Him and Stephen A. And the next thing that comes to mind is somebody who would find any and every reason to hate LeBron. There will be, like, if it involved LeBron or the Cowboys, I didn't want to hear anything he had to say. Because he was going to be so partial to the Cowboys or so partial to hating LeBron was just like too much. And Sam, I understand, like, a lot of things that get posted for the last 10, 15 years is for views. But sometimes it gets to be too much. Like, you have a job and like you can be realistic about the situation. Like you can still say what you want to say about LeBron, but be realistic about the situation and still get your views. If you really clickbaiting like that just for some views, even though millions of people are watching your show every day, I just think it gets too much. And that's what he did. Like LeBron did everything that Skip Bayless said he couldn't, and Skip Bayless would still say some outrageous shit to hate on LeBron. It just gets too much. So that's what people will remember him for, at least from my perspective.
I think Skip Bayless, like you said, a lot of the stuff. I won't try to repeat the same thing you said. I think he played a part very well, and I used to always think Skip is playing the catch. But you know what? Yeah, I don't, and I think the LeBron hate was just for views. I don't think that was for views. I think that is genuinely how Skip feels, and I think what triggers Skip a lot is the fact that LeBron was being compared to Michael, and the personalities are completely different. Where Michael is, I'm going to grab you by the throat and yank your esophagus out your throat. Where LeBron's like, he's just different. He's just different. But his outrageous takes is what made him who he was. It's exactly what put him on the map. It wasn't. I know LeBron is kind of the biggest thing that he kind of gets the most
flack about.
Them
and the Cowboys.
The Cowboys, but also Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, yeah, that's another one.
Tom Brady. That's what started the argument between him and Shannon.
Yeah,
because Shannon said he didn't play well that game, and Skip, so defensive, told Shannon, "You're just jealous because he's still playing and you retire." Yeah. But that's all. We talked about that. But that's what that whole conversation started. Not over LeBron, not over the Cowboys, not over Tim Tebow, not none of that. It started because of Tom. What's his middle name? Tom, I forgot, but Skip used to say it. I forgot it, but Tom Brady is what was his middle name. Is what was who Skip really would like to focus on. So his ridiculous takes is what he believed.
Thomas Edward Patrick Brady.
Edward, I knew it was a Patrick in there. I couldn't think of the other one, but Edward. So Thomas Edward Patrick Brady and Skip Bayless. First of all, I want to make sure I say this too. Skip Bayless is a pioneer.
Yes.
Skip Bayless is the reason why we're listening to Shannon Sharp on a daily basis. I'm sorry to say, I love Unc.
You're right.
Unc is my favorite. Correct. Unc is one of my favorite celebrities. I can't wait to meet him. But and Unc will tell you this too. He gave him the opportunity to get up there and showcase who he was. That opened up the doors for him. Same thing with mega ESPN star Stephen A. Smith. Yep. So because of Skip Bayless, we have these two great personalities. Regardless of how you feel about them individually or whatever, I'm not talking about whether you want to talk about Shannon and bunny hopping or you want to talk about Stephen A. and his ridiculous tweets and stuff that he says. Everybody falls short a little bit, but for the most part, these are two of the biggest names in all of sports media, and they both came through Skip Bayless. So I gotta give Skip credit with that. Yes, his takes was crazy, but that's what made him who he was. I do think a lot of times Skip is passionate. Have you ever listened to Skip interview? Skip would tell you Ernestine is second, sports is first.
Mm-hmm.
So him getting upset at Shannon or the ridiculous takes that he's had, that's his passion. Skip, that's just who he is. That's who he always been. And sometimes even when you argue with your homeboys, things go a little bit too far. But like Shannon say, I'm not gonna let a bad 6 months ruin a good 7 years or whatever the quote is that he said. So Skip versus Jalen Rose was classic. But and Skip took shots at Unc a few times. He did. He definitely did.
For sure.
But it's not just Bron talk though, Jay Horn too. It's also the Cowboys. His Cowboy, I think his Cowboys views probably do better than the LeBron views. So, but yeah,
when you say his Cowboy views are better than LeBron views, what you mean? Are you mean that they're more accurate?
As far as numbers.
Oh yeah.
As far as numbers, Cowboys is the most popular team.
It is the most popular team.
Yeah. So his Cowboy numbers is what he's a super Cowboy fan.
Yeah.
So in all, man, it's okay if Skip is done. Like you don't have to do his stupid podcast. His podcast is stupid. It's just him sitting down talking to nobody. And so that I just hope that he can he can just relax, enjoy sports, keep tweeting. I think he'll be fine just tweeting because his tweets be off the chain. So he's fine. And sometimes Skip has been right. Skip was right about Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Skip is right about LeBron sometimes. Sometimes he is right about sometimes.
I'm not gonna say very rare, but it's rare.
I start looking at things a little bit different sometimes because like LeBron do be doing some but that's a whole thing. But LeBron do be doing some stuff.
He do.
And I be hating LeBron and sometimes his theatrics and dramatics, and
I hate him too. But so he is right sometimes about Bron. Now, yes, when LeBron goes off and hits 46, 15, and 19, and then you tell me that he missed a shot with 3 minutes to go in the game to give them a 22-point lead. I don't want to hear that shit.
I don't stop trying to find stuff. But that's why we tuned in to watch.
Facts.
So
I agree with
so
that.
Skip Bayless to me is going to be probably the greatest sports personality of all time. I don't think there's nobody better.
I honestly think arguably.
I don't know anybody that can compare to him. I'm not looking at numbers. So Stephen A, don't come at me with your numbers. I'm not looking at numbers. I'm looking at impact in the sports media. He created a genre. He created a genre of sports media, and for that you gotta give Skip
credit where it's due.
And so Pitbull was the first to create to have a stadium named after himself. Meg Thee Stallion is the first to twerk at a Democratic convention, and Skip is the first, the pioneer of sports debate media.
I don't have a problem with any of that. And you know what else is the first?
What's that?
At least it's got to be Snoop Dogg getting $500K to be at the Olympics. That's got to be a first. I've never seen somebody just get paid $500,000 just to be at the Olympics.
Man,
now this could be something that's happened before, but to get paid $500,000 just to support your country is crazy work. Like, he getting the bag.
Me and Chaz in my mother-in-law house, we was watching him. He was on the screen. He was shaking and dancing. This was a couple of days ago. He was like moving and he was having a. I said, look at Snoop just having the time of his life. Bro, he probably hot in the mug up there. And we had a whole other conversation.
Bro, he walked the flame to a certain spot.
Yeah, and when I see now, like, look at Snoop having a great old time. But then a couple days later, this article came out about how he making $500,000 a day. I said, "Oh, that's why he was up there dancing.
$500,000 a day. That's why he out there having a good time. Like I would be having a good time too if I'm making $500,000 a day."
I did the math at work.
Come on, man.
I did the math at work.
For 2 weeks.
I think it's $8 million.
Come on, bro.
I think it's $8.5 million. 17 days.
Support the USA. Mm-hmm. He was just at the quarterfinal game for USA against Brazil, the basketball team.
They won today. They won today, right?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, okay.
Which the USA is now playing for a medal for. They've been doing this since 2004. Nope. 2000 was 2000 the last time they. Trying to remember, they fumbled to where they didn't like. I don't know, but they playing for a medal for sure.
That was 2004, wasn't it? Because that's why they made the redeem.
They got a bronze. They got a bronze medal in 2004. Side note.
That's the only one that they got a bronze in.
No, I think yes.
They've won gold every single time.
Yeah, they got gold every single time. 2004, they got bronze. And that's because Larry Brown was sticking to his ways and didn't want to play LeBron, Carmelo, or D-Wade. But yeah, he was there. He'd been at the swim meets. He's been at table tennis. He's been at the track meets. He's been at the gymnastics.
I wonder, was he at the pole vault? Did you see the guy that
the one with the swanger?
Huh?
The swanger.
Yeah, and he
he tried to get over and the swanger hit them.
His meat hit the
I got a swanger. Like, come on, man. Like,
so for those who I know, we talking to Cole, But there was a guy if you go look at the video, y'all, there was a pole vaulter. He tried to pole vault over the thing, and his meat hit the stick. He cleared it, but the meat didn't. And so
yeah, that's crazy.
And so he lost. They said, imagine training for 4 years and your meat.
Like, bro had to. He definitely picking. Like, you want a big meat or you want a gold medal? Like, which one you want? Like
that
bro just. Hey man,
Raymond, go look it up. Go look it up.
Some people are blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Go look it
up. The
Olympics
wasn't enough.
The
apparently,
boy pole vaulted and his meat hit the stick, so he couldn't hit the record.
Apparently, making the Olympic team wasn't enough. He had to be blessed with a big swing or two to just hit the pole. Like, think about that. That messed him up from going to the next round because his meat was in the way, bro. Like, come on, dog.
But you should be able to get some girls from that.
Could you really be upset?
You should be able to get some girls from that though. Like, yeah, imagine sitting at the table. Yeah, I would have got gold, but my meat got in the way.
Bro, I just like, no bullshit. I just seen a popular recording artist. Kid you not, her name is Jessie Reyes. She said something on her IG Instagram caption. I say IG Instagram like people don't know what that means, but she said on Instagram caption, she said, "Y'all see that pole vaulter whose meat cost him the event? That was crazy. Tough loss." Like, we know why you putting that out there.
He gonna win in life.
He what you mean he gonna win? He is winning. Denied by his own penis. Hey man, bro, winning at life. Oh man, I didn't go to gold medal, but I'm clapping all these hoes. Like, that's what he did.
Hey, that's it.
That's it. Like, he won either way. Like, bro was an Olympian. And his meat hit the pole on national television for everybody to see. He can have his pick at whatever woman he wants.
You know, I imagine when I get older, I'm gonna tell my grandkids, like, yeah, you know, I could have went to the NFL, but I blew out my knee. You know, I'm gonna stick to that story. Now, imagine this nigga could tell a story. Yeah, I could have won gold, but I hit the stick with my meat.
Granddad, what you mean? You hit the stick by
you'll get it when you get older. Just don't go into pole vault. Do swimming.
I'm telling you now, you're blessed. Don't go in the pole vault.
If you anything like your great granddad,
you ain't gonna win gold. Hey, that's a good thing.
You ain't gonna win gold if you're like your granddad.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. How much of the Olympics have you actually been following? Like, we're coming to a close. How much have you followed through the Olympics?
I mean, not much. No, I mean, I watched the synchronized swimmers. That was a work of art. Not the synchronized swimmers. Excuse me, the synchronized divers.
Yes,
yeah, Chaz watched that. That was really cool. But I ain't really watching. Of course, I did see. Shout out to Noah Lyles. I did see that he won on a 100,000th of a second. He was losing in all his heats, but was making it to where he can qualify. And then when he finally got into the gold medal race, he put on a race for the ages. You know, I think this race is gonna be talked about for years and years and years to come, where he barely won by the skin of his nose or whatever it was. So
yeah, I watched them swimming. More so because of I had to check because I know I seen one. I had to check to see if she had a second one, and she did. But shout out to Simone Manuel. Shout out to my boy Chris Manuel. That's his little sister. She's on the USA Olympic swim team. She got 2 silver medals. And I think she got 2 gold medals from Tokyo, if I'm not mistaken. So she's a 4-time Olympic medalist on the swim team. Yeah, man. Shout out. Honestly, I'll take that back. She didn't compete in Tokyo. I think she competed in Rio. Excuse me. She competed in Rio.
Now before
Tokyo right? Off because she was going through some things mentally. Got back right and came back and got 2 silver medals. So shout out to Simone Manuel, being that she was going through some things. She fought through some personal endeavors and was able to come back and still compete at the highest level and still medal. That's big time. So shout out to her. Shout out to Simone Biles becoming the all-time leader in medals in gymnastics. I think she has 10, something crazy. Like, she's the GOAT in gymnastics for sure. I mean, there's still some track events going on, if I'm not mistaken. I think Sydney McLaughlin, 400 meters. I think she still got to run for gold. I've been tuned into the Olympics. It's always a dope thing to watch for sure. Especially because of basketball, for sure. I'm definitely tapped into that.
Yeah, of course. You know, they definitely got women beating up on men. I mean, men beating up on women.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the boxer.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been hearing conflicted stories. I don't know. They say she was born a man, but they got high testosterone. I mean, born a woman, but got high testosterone, but she failed the gender test. I didn't even know there was a gender test, but somehow she still got a man. She was still a man, but then there's another woman that was a man she fought in the finals that was a man. So it was like man on man, but it was in women's sport. So I let it go. I let it go. Shout out to Team USA for going out there and handling business. I know I think it ends on August 11th.
Let me just see
what our medal count is.
Yeah, I know we were leading the medal count for sure. We are number one in not only the medal count but gold as well. The USA has 24 gold medals, 86 total medals, and China is in second with 22 gold medals and 59 total medals. So we're definitely running away with the total medal count. I don't think anybody's going to touch us, being that it concludes this Sunday.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Shout out to the United States of America, man.
I expect Team USA to bring home 2 gold medals in basketball for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I seen this too. Last thing I want to end on. I seen this and I thought it would be a very interesting conversation to end the night on. This is Lil Baby's baby mama. For those who don't know, Lil Baby is a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Baby's baby mama says sex doesn't count if it lasts under 3 minutes. I want to read that again for those in the back who maybe didn't hear it. Lil Baby's baby mama says sex doesn't count if it lasts under 3 minutes. You know the first thing I thought about? I am a virgin.
You know what? I am too.
Guess we're virgin bros.
And listen. Before we end on that.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Before we end on that, ladies, you just got to take it as a compliment. You got to. If men are finishing that quick, you have to take it as a compliment that you may have that thing between your thighs. You may have that fire, that magic, that potent. You might have it. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at, he can't last, he ain't shit, he can't do nothing. You gotta be like, oh damn, maybe I do have that fire. You gotta look at it as a compliment. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, yes, I agree, brother. I am too.
Wait, Raven, she did say this. Raven said she also said don't count if you wear a condom.
That's crazy. Okay, all right. She's
Jay Horn say it count as soon as the tip misses the V.
That shit's funny though.
So come on, guys. So I just want to see. I got some opinions, but come on now. Is there? Okay, let me say it this way. Is there anybody who feels what she is saying? That's what we want to know right now. Is there anybody that feels what she is saying? 3 minutes is a good amount of time to be pumping when. So yeah, for those if y'all seen on screen, Jay Horn said 3 minutes is a good amount of time to pump. That is a lot though when you really think about it. You got to tip in to get in. All right, see Sam.
I see what you did there.
You got to tip in to get in. So of course, so is there anybody who feels like anything under 3 minutes did not count? I feel like these are all tactics to lower her number.
I mean, listen, 180 seconds is a long time.
Bring it back this. I got mine. You better get yours. Bring it back did say that, didn't he?
He did say that. Yeah, I mean, shit. That's crazy though. That's like, come on, man. Like, Some of these females out here gotta be realistic. Like a lot of these females that saying stuff like that is females with money that's paying to mess with these people that do it as a job. As a job, of course they gonna last longer than your average male. 180 seconds of solid pumps is that shit. Come on, man.
Let me tell you something. Okay, since we're gonna go here, this is what I'm gonna say. Listen, so I never understood. You know, when I sit up, I'm about to say something crazy. I never understood. Like growing up, I used to believe that you want to go in and you want to go for 30, 45 minutes, 2 hours long, and you just hold it store. That's what I used to always hear growing up. So I used to have what's the word I'm looking for? I used to have insecurity because that's what I always knew until I became an adult and I realized that that's not the way of life.
It's not.
That's not the way of life to go 2 hours. First of all, who got that kind of time? I'm trying to get on Call of Duty.
Facts. Fuck. Like, even if I'm not trying to get on the game, like I'm trying to rest. Like I'm trying to hydrate.
Who has what's the word I'm looking for? Who has what's the word when you working out? You trying to not stamina, but I can't think of. But who has that kind of time of day to be doing this kind of stuff?
I mean, listen. Like if I'm in there,
cardio. That's what I was trying to say. Cardio.
The cardio.
Yeah. Sorry.
if I'm in there for a long period of time, baby, you should be worried. You should be worried because if I'm in there pumping for 15, 20 minutes and I still ain't reached a point to where I want to get to completion, oh, baby, you should be worried. You're trash. It's trash. I'm sorry. It's just like, come on, bro. 15, 20 minutes of complete thrusting.
I feel like the follow-up question should be, well, how long till it count? What they say about a boxing fight? The fight not official to round 4.
I think the whole thing should. I think the whole premise of it should be, you know, if she gonna say some silly shit like that, her whole premise should be it don't count if you only go one round.
Well, hold on now. I'm a little offended about that too. Let's talk about this. We need to talk about this now. Hold on, guys. It counts, okay? It all counts.
Look, hold on, wait. Before, listen. Look, I agree. Once the P entered the V, it count. It count. That's just how it is. But you know, if she want to say something silly, I think it would have been more understandable if she would have said something about rounds more than the duration of.
I do agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? If she want to say something silly, speak about the number of rounds, not the duration of the one. But yeah, Raven, to your point, one round gets you pregnant. Yeah, if you are trash at pulling out, more than likely you're probably gonna have a little one that you're gonna be taking care of.
I ain't gonna lie. Getting pregnant after 45 seconds is crazy though. If you really think about it,
and listen,
you're dealing with a lifetime issue for 45 seconds.
You won't even say lifetime. At least 18 years.
Well, I would hope that you would be there after 18. So,
I mean, shit.
You never know.
I mean, my daddy wasn't even there. He beat me in pool and pissed me off. So I mean, listen, you know what I'm saying?
You got to heal.
Yeah. Hey, you threw nobody told you. You didn't have to throw the oop.
Hey, you need to heal.
You didn't have to throw the alley oop.
I want you healed by episode 101.
I'll be healed by then.
I need you to go see somebody.
I'll be healed by then. We've talked about it enough. I've never talked about it. So we've talked about it enough. I'll be healed by then. I got 12 episodes?
I need you to get it together, brother, because we need to let that trauma go.
Hey, man, but all I'm saying is you proved my point.
Okay, so Case just said 2 3-minute rounds. And then she said, then get out if you have 2 3-minute rounds. What's your take on that?
Yeah, rounds matter over the duration unless it's 2 3-minute rounds. Unless it's 2. Unless it's 1, 2. So if it's 6 minutes total, get out. Is what you're telling me.
Because I think her mindset right there is that if you go the first time and you didn't got it out, you should be lasting a little longer the second time.
So basically what you're telling me is that if you add them together, 6 minutes isn't long, is what you're telling me. So if he goes 7, is that long enough?
Imagine that you finding out you're pregnant, then that wasn't even supposed to count. That's tough.
That's tough, bro. But that shit's funny as hell.
My man said, "It's your word. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut." Yeah, I guess it's safe to say that we don't know which baby mama. Well, I think somebody said Jada, but yes, little baby mama said. Funny. For those who just not joining in,
that's crazy.
Sex under 3 minutes does not count. Now watch, all of y'all tonight gonna be timing it.
I'm a virgin, and if that's the case,
all of y'all gonna be timing tonight.
Everybody gonna have they watch on and go. Bro, catching cramps and some more shit.
Hey, everybody tonight not record it, but record the time. And then leave a comment under the video. You
gotta wait till we create a Patreon for that.
We want to know what counted and what didn't.
By the second round, he should have a good 5 minutes and a couple positions ready. Shit, I'll be about 3-4 positions in about 120 seconds. That's a lot of time. It's a lot of time.
I remember Shannon Sharp all night kept saying, he said, when you go on a roller coaster, he said, when you go on a roller coaster, how long it lasts? About a minute or 2, and it give you the thrill of your life.
That's crazy, Raven. Raven said the pre-show timer was her timer today.
What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Bro, don't be getting one off before you watch us.
Hey, man, that's information we could have. Hey,
Justin, why was y'all going that fast?
What you mean? We got 120 seconds.
We're trying to make it count.
We're trying to make them count.
Wait a minute, scroll that. Raven, hold on. Come, Raven, come on. Wait a minute. Raven, let's talk about this. You need to heal. Today is about healing.
Today is about healing.
Raven, you are nasty. I agree with Kate.
That's crazy. She said the pre-show timer. She wait like
no. Hold on.
Wait. You mean to tell me she waited till she heard? Yeah.
This is what makes me mad because she commented. She said, "What's up, y'all?" This nigga was talking to us. She did. This nigga was talking to us.
She said, "What's up, fam?"
I knew Key wasn't here. Key sleep.
She said, "What's up, fam?"
Wow.
She's fresh off the shit. All right, nah.
Oh, wait a minute. Nah,
that's crazy.
Casey said she don't count in the conversation because they scissoring. Wait a minute, that don't count. Wait a minute, Casey, y'all. Okay, it's time to go. Y'all.
Nah, it's time to go. That's just hilarious.
Raven,
it don't count because they scissoring over there.
Raven, I'm bringing you on before episode 100.
No,
and we're gonna talk about this in front of the world because the world needs to know. You know, let me tell you something. Raven and Key, they are so fun when they be at our house and we be like. I wish y'all would have came that night after the engagement party. Raven and Key, they will have you rolling the whole night because they ignorant.
I'm already knowing, man.
Yeah, we was there. That's the night we were talking about. They was like sticking dildos to walls.
That thing's still on the wall.
Oh, bro, man, I didn't see your comment, bro, man.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
Bro, man, what it go?
It's time to go.
Bro, man, remember the song? Bro, man, you remember? That's the song that made. No, move it over here. No, bring it back over here. Put it on the floor. Hey, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
That's the sound they make when they come off the wall. That was suction like.
I know, bro.
Why y'all got this dent in the wall over here? why? Y'all need to get this fixed. All right, let's go. Raven, you nasty.
Nah, bro. Hey, bro, man, that's a top 5 comment, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. If you was here that night,
bro, that's just hilarious.
If you was here at the house, bro, we laughed at that for the next 4 hours, bro. And people ain't leaving till 4 o'clock in the morning because we laughing at the dildo on the wall. Like it was hilarious that night, bro.
My side hurts, dog.
That nigga Jay Horn was crying, dog. We just had us a good old time that night.
Oh my gosh, dog.
This was a great ending. Yeah, like your ending, Raven. Raven, that's just nasty. That's just nasty.
The pre-show timer is crazy.
I know now I need to cut the time down. 10 is too long.
She see 10 minutes on there. Oh, I got plenty of time.
That's bro, man. That suction something serious. Yeah, bro, man, it is. Yeah. That's that good suction. They gotta maintain, bro, man. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. So Raven, wait, I'm confused. Did it count? Did it count? Was it did it count?
Oh shit. Dog, I wish I could have been there, bro. I wish I could have been there. I started at 4 minutes. What the fuck?
Remaining?
Bro. Nah. At least you got a happy ending, Raven.
This has been episode 89 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. This is the craziest. This is
definitely the craziest ending we've ever had.
I'm mad because normally I restart the timer. Some told me today, don't restart it, Darrell. Be ready. She said the night is not over. All right, this has been episode 89 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast, man. I'm Petrie Perfect.
Flight.
And y'all Raven is nasty, and she should be ashamed of. She is filthy and nasty. That is crazy. I wonder how often you gotta buy new dildos. Like, I wonder if they have like a warranty. I wonder if the dildos have a warranty. Like, if the suction start to wear off, can you take it back to the store and get a new one?
Take it back, or is it just normal wear and tear?
Yeah, I wonder. Like, I wonder if you can buy a dildo with like a 3-year warranty,
dog,
or like mileage. It's 100,000 miles. 100,000 miles.
See, Sam said, put a timer at the end of the video.
Raven is married. Raven, listen. It doesn't matter if you was. It don't matter what you are.
It doesn't
You're
matter.
Nasty.
The fact that you said that you used the timer for the pre-show is just crazy.
You lucky I'm out of town this weekend. I'll tell you to come to the house so we can talk about this because this just needs to be discussed.
They actually do have a warranty. It's time to go.
Chad said I got about 3 minutes because I got to go to work in the morning. All right, let's wrap this up.
All right, yo. We holler at y'all. Hey, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you ring the bell to be notified whenever we go live, whatever we drop.
Buy her one of them.
Until next time, man. We gone. Y'all be easy, man. Peace.